been told to stall. We had a few students or participants that had a little slide off. They'll be here in just a minute, so you can just kind of hang on for a little bit. I'll tell you when to start the tuning, if that's all right. They worked really hard. We want them to be able to enjoy this as well. The seats are comfortable, right? You're okay waiting then? Okay, thank you. Boy, it was really, really nice to get the sun to come out just for a brief moment to melt most of the snow off the roads, only for it to go back down again and freeze it all back up. So thank you for being patient, letting the students get here in a manner that we can perform for you today. My name is Graham Pennard. I'm the director of band and choir at McCall-Dunlea High School. I am the current president of Treasure Valley Honor Music, and on behalf of the directors, thank you very much for being here. We couldn't be here without you, and we couldn't be here without some other people I'd really like to thank here. Bryce Corvey, who is the branch center manager, and his crew have done a marvelous job just keeping us in check, getting stuff moved for us, and we really, really appreciate it. Dr. Miller, Dr. Christensen, Lolly Richardson, the NNU music staff have been remarkable, doing lots of things behind the scenes. Without them, this event wouldn't happen at all. Jennifer Wolf at the College Church has been fantastic, giving that space an opportunity for us to use that space for the choir to rehearse in and for us just to have a nice big space for that choir to live in for the last 2 days. NNU Dining needs a special thank you because they fed your kids for the last at least 2 meals and did a really good job. And I had one of my students say, I'm coming to college just for the food. And I thought, oh, good for you. And then in the past, we've had this remarkable ice cream cone, who can get the tallest ice cream cone. I didn't see that this year, but I did see the remarkable, how many cheeseburgers can I eat in 45 minutes? I saw 3, but I don't think, band, what was your number? Who had more than 3? How many? Like 5. Okay, choir, I know you guys can eat. Anyone beat 5? How many? How do you feel? Okay, at least he's honest. So fantastic. They've really done a great job, and we can't thank them enough for letting us use their campus and really treating us really, really nicely. Parents, I want to take a moment just to thank you, because without you, they wouldn't have been made in the first place. And we certainly have enjoyed getting a chance to work with them for the last couple weeks. And I know our guest clinicians have had a great experience just working with them, and I know that they've had a great time as well. Next, I'd like to thank the teachers of Treasure Valley Honor Music. So if you could please all stand up, the directors that are represented up here on the stage and will be represented in a little bit. And if we could acknowledge them real quickly. And this year, I think, is the first year we've had many, I think 5 or 6 brand new teachers to the career or the district. And so we're certainly fortunate to have them here. We need that young blood to keep this organization going. I think we're now in the 60th or so year. We're not sure when it really started. And lastly, the students that are on stage and the ones that are in the audience have worked really, really hard for the last couple days. And it's really kind of interesting that throughout the school year, generally we might see each other in sporting events and we might compete against one another, but in this venue, they sit on stage, they work together for a few rehearsals, and instead of walking in competitors, they're now walking out closer and friends, and it's really kind of a remarkable thing we do when we get together to play music like this. So students, thank you for all your efforts and your hard work. We really, really have appreciated what you've done here. So thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our band chair, Garrett Vaughn. He's going to introduce the guest clinician. And have I forgotten anything, Garrett? All right. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being patient.
It's been my pleasure to work with these kids for the last few Monday nights and also through these last 2 days. This is a fantastic group of students. They're polite, they're courteous, helpful in every way. They've been on time for everything. They've just been outstanding. And so I guess that says something about their upbringing and the great parents they must have here. So thank you very much, parents. We appreciate what you have done and the wonderful students that you have let us have the pleasure of working with. Our guests, go ahead and give yourselves a hand. Our guest conductor is Dr. Chris Chapman from Oregon State University. And he has just been fantastic. He has a long list of accomplishments that you can read in the program here. I won't go through and read that for you. There's just a lot of things that he's involved with. He's just outstanding educator, outstanding composer, and in fact, we're going to be playing one of his pieces as well tonight. So we're really privileged to be able to play a piece by the composer and have him direct us. In addition to that, he has been fantastic with the kids. He's had a great sense of humor with them and taught them some really important life lessons. And so I think, more than just, this is about music, but it's been more about, are these kids going to be great human beings? Are they making themselves, into fantastic musicians who also care and love about each other and their community and support each other? So they have learned a lot in the last 2 days, and they are going to go home and be real leaders of their bands. I'm very, very confident about that. So would you please at this time welcome to the podium Dr. Chris Chapman.
I'm not a big talker, but they asked me to talk a little bit about, especially about that last one. It's entitled something that I can't really pronounce, so I'll just call it Chimes for the Peninsula Maminum. And if you have an idea as to the Latin pronunciation later, please come tell me. Here's the reason that I named it that. I'm born and raised in Ohio, and I went to Ohio State University, and a friend of mine he graduated from the University of Michigan. He asked me to write a piece for his Michigan high school band. And it was to be performed at Carnegie Hall in one of those band contest things. And he said, whatever you do, make it about Michigan. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. I can't make a song about Michigan. I'm from Ohio. I'll never be able to have Thanksgiving dinner ever, like ever. So I said, okay, fine. So I went online and I looked up a whole bunch of Michigan stuff, and I found that title. Peninsula Maminum is their state motto, which means this is a nice peninsula to live on. It's amenable. And I thought, well, how perfect is that? So I'll put that down. And then when I started writing the piece, I found that my office was right next to a clock tower. And that clock tower did the Westminster chimes, ding, dong, dong, ding, 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 dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, dong, ding, dong, gong, gong, gong. And it just incessantly. Every 15 minutes we'd get that stupid thing going off. And so it found its way into the piece. So the whole piece is based on that. And my little joke, of course, is that the beginning of the Ohio State alma mater is the Westminster Chimes. So for me, for a Michigan band to be playing, I thought that was cute. And I'll go to my grave knowing that's cute. So this next piece is entitled The Seal Lullaby, and it's by Eric Whitaker. It's an absolutely beautiful piece. It was written for a movie that never took place. He sent it in to the publisher, or to the movie people, the people who make movies, and they decided, without telling him, that they were going to make the Kung Fu Panda instead. So he wrote all this music, and it's great music too. And it's a choir piece and a band piece. He wrote both at the exact same time, and it's a piece that he sang to his child. So we hope that you enjoy the Seal Lullaby. This next piece is a lovely march. It's entitled The Symphonians by Clifton Williams. It's a standard band piece that's been played for many, many years, and that makes it even more special. It was written for the Symphonians, obviously, which is a music fraternity, and does great work commissioning pieces and things like that, and they've been a terrific advocate for the band music world. So The Symphonians by Clifton Williams. I'll echo the sentiments from before that were said before. It's a pleasure to be here with your family members. These are terrific young adults, and they're going to be terrific citizens when they get out of high school and move on to college, military life. They're going to be wonderful parents and people on this planet. And obviously that's not a reflection on anybody but the parents. So parents, thanks so much for driving your kids in the snow to lessons and to extra rehearsals and anything that helps to support the arts and your child's endeavor to be a great artist for themselves. So thank you so much, parents. And none of this would be possible, of course, without the band directors in this town and beyond. The Treasure Valley band directors are terrific. And I've actually been here before doing a different honor band, and this is a terrific venue. And I've always found that the students are extraordinarily well prepared and come in with a genuine enthusiasm, and that is a complete direct reflection on the band director's work, and they get no respect because I know what your paycheck is, and I make less than you, and so state employees tend to make a little bit less, but please know that your work is respected by not only myself and all my colleagues at all the universities around these parts, but at the students as well. So students, would you help me please thank your band directors for all the terrific work. Thank you so much for the NNU faculty and staff for giving their time up during this time for us to rehearse and this wonderful venue. And also I'd like to thank Garrett Vaughn, who has driven me around for the last 2 days and showed me where the movie theater was. I was the only person in the theater last night, and it was really kind of weird. But when the light came up and it said, you know, you got to turn your cell phones off, I was a rebel. I kept it on and texted like thousands of messages during the performance. Anyway, Garrett has been wonderful. He picked me up at the airport. He's taking me back to the airport tomorrow. And he's a terrific band director and an even better human being. Please help me thank Garrett Vaughn.
And we do have a quick little presentation, just a small way to show our appreciation to Dr. Chapman. Wish we could give him a great big raise. That'd be great. Yes. And especially for coming here right after being in the wonderful, lovely tropical paradise of Honolulu, Hawaii, and he flew into Seattle and then straight into this. So he deserves a little extra recognition. But we have a plaque here to commemorate this event. And we hope you can keep it on your wall, and maybe it'll block out some of those chimes there. So please give Dr. Chapman another hand for coming with us.
Real quick, thank you very much. Real quick, we'd like to conclude with Brian Balmage's 3 Celtic dances. There are 3 separate movements. So let's not clap in between. Okay, thanks so much for having me, and go whatever team you root for.
We will be changing the stage here for just a little bit, so all this professionality, now you're going to see kind of a mess, so just ignore it for a while, and then we'll have the wonderful choir up to entertain us as well. So if you'll give us just a few minutes, all the directors can come here, and we'll get this switched out for you, and then turn it over to the choir.
Before I introduce our choir chair, I want to make one last plea for you. I know the director's here after spending a couple days with them. We've shared some things that we're doing in our district. I know most of us are talking quite a bit with our administrators and just conveying with them the things that we need. And I know they're really supportive, because otherwise we wouldn't be here with these kids. But after a point in time, they really just start to hear us like Charlie Brown's teacher. And if you could please, my ploy to you, if you could just express what you witnessed here to them at some point over the next couple weeks, and just tell them your experience and how you valued it, we'd really appreciate it, because they do listen to your words a lot differently than they hear ours. So thank you very much for being here again. This huge group would not be possible without the choir chair, and let me introduce you to Marcy Harrell.
The state of Idaho is not short of great conductors, and we were very excited when Dr. Judy Marlette accepted our invitation to be our guest conductor this year. She is from Northwest Nazarene University. She's been here 19 years, and we have met her every year. She comes in and greets the choir and welcomes them, and it's just so hospitable to us, even when she wasn't our guest conductor. So we were super excited to have her here today, or this week. She worked this group hard, and they responded well, and I think you're going to really enjoy what you hear tonight. So it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Judy Marlette and our accompanist, Wendy Corvey.
I would like to echo many of the words that have already been spoken tonight. It has been indeed a great pleasure to be here and work with these amazing young men and women. And she wasn't kidding when she said, I worked them hard. But man, they're hard workers. And we had fun making music together, and we're going to continue to do that for 3 more songs. And our soloist tonight for our piece Autumn is, oh, I would have been right if I hadn't, is Heidi Olson. Autumn by Kevin Memley.
Alone, alone, No more weeping and wailing. No more weeping and wailing. No more weeping and wailing. I'm going to live with God. No more weeping and wailing. No more weeping and wailing. No more weeping and wailing. Weeping and wailing. Weeping and wailing. No wailing. No more wailing. No more weeping. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, going home to live with God. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, going home to live with God. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I'm going to live with God. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I'm going to live with God. I'm going to live with God. I'm going to live with God.
We're going to end our program tonight with a bit of a hoedown, and we need some help with this hoedown. So thank you very much, Lorene Van Korbach, one of our teachers, for coming and playing piano with Wendy. Thank you to Heidi Olson and to Harmony Bade somewhere there we go, on percussion, and NNU's Audrey Averett. Thank you so much for coming and helping us. And I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to all of the choral directors, all of the teachers here in music in this Treasure Valley. It is a great honor to work alongside you as I am preparing music educators to come out and be your colleagues. It's incredibly exciting to me to see the wonderful people with whom they will be working. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the honor of being here and working with your wonderful students. Thank you, parents, for keeping music in the Treasure Valley alive and well. Let's keep it that way.
We want to take a moment to give our deepest heartfelt thanks to Dr. Marlette for her time, her expertise, and the joy and passion that she put into the music this week. Thank you so much for all you've done for our students.
I wish I was an apple a-hanging on a tree, and every time my sweetheart passed, she'd take a bite of me. I wish I had a nickel, I wish I had a dime, I wish I had a pretty girl to love me all the time. First time I saw Cindy, she was standing in the door, her shoes and stockings in her hands, her feet all over the floor. She took me to her parlor, she cooled me with her fan. She swore that I was the prettiest thing in the shape of mortal man. Get along home, little Cindy, get along home, little Cindy, get along home, little Cindy. I'll marry you sometime. Get along home, little Cindy, get along home, little Cindy, get along home, little Cindy. I'll marry you sometime.
She wrung her hands and cried. She swore it was the prettiest thing that ever lived or died. She told him that she loved him. She called him sugar plum. She threw her arms around him. He thought his time had come. Get along home, little Cindy.
Get along home, get along home, get along.
Get along home, little Cindy.
Get along home, get along home, get along.
Get along home, little Cindy.
Get along home, little Cindy. I'll marry you sometime.
Graham, you want me to wrap this thing up? All right. It was great. Hey, thank you so much for coming and supporting your students. Let's give one more round of applause for all the performers tonight. Drive safe, and we hope to see you again next year. Thank you.